Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Echo, echo, echo. Hello, Antwerks, Ebola, Ramaspril, Mobupka, Luca, Giantix, and of course, Martin. How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday evening? Hello, Amber, Eric. What is up? I hope that everybody's having a fine, fine Sunday. Hello, Noah. Okay, let's start with some meaning. Few angry ants. Don't know why. How are the ants? Pretty good. I have a question that I wanted to ask you. Okay, go for it. I'm all ears. Hey, Clover Snake, what's up? See if we can get the trail going. And also, I think I need to put in a new drinker. This one's always almost empty and way dirty. If you go away for a couple of days, do you feed your Tito Panera or Neoprofrosa? I give them a little bit extra before, and then they're gonna be okay. For a few days, up to 5 days, it's fine. Just give them a bit extra. Where did you get this company? The Ant Merchants. The ants are angry when I clean the outworld. All ants are. Okay, let's add a water tower in here. Nut activities. Guys, make a line. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit of a line going. At least everyone is running out of the nest. Just look at this. Why can't I zoom in? There we go. Whoosh. There's waves of ants coming out of there. And it just keeps on going. So many ants. Do your colonies have a 24/7 sugar supply? No, they don't. No. I've had a debate about it before. Do they have a constant sugar supply in the real world? Nope. They don't. So just to take care of all the mess that they can make with it, they get sugar, well, most of them twice a week. So for some species, is it good to have a lot of sugar water? Yes, it can boost them a lot. But is it really necessary? No. Hello, Gracie. Oh, these are diversa, also known as Asian marauder ants, known for swarming and making trails. And you can actually see a trail there now. They are running past the stones to the other outworld. And it's busy in here. They're really attacking those. Some ants in a drinker. There are always ants in a drinker. There's not much you can do about it. These workers are 1.3 to 2 millimeters. They're tiny. Those are two fully grown dubias over there being munched on. That sucks, Ebola. The trails are really going now. That's cool. We haven't even looked in the nest yet. That's looking good, guys. The nest is looking good. Ooh, I'm happy with that. Still need to decide what I'm going to do with the setup. It's going to be a tricky one, I guess. It's just a problem that I cannot fit it inside my vivarium anymore. I can't make the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother and ants joined the stream. Two ants. Don't forget to like and subscribe to his channel. He could really do with some new subs and some more views. Get the guy motivated a little bit. Tuga, tuga, tuga. Exactly that, Ebola. Okay. Check out the nests. And I see a lot of white, which is good. Oh, yes. That's a healthy amount of brood. Looking toward another nest, guys. But as I said before, that's going to be tricky. What do you guys think? Should Chuga join me for a live stream? There you go, Tuga. So he just got back into the hobby. He does not have a lot of colonies, but he has the most sexy voice of all. Let's make it happen, Tuga. Wow! Look at this. Why is my phone not zooming? Look at that larvae. Holy smokes. That's a chonker. And little Billy Bugs. Another channel to look out to. Wow. She's huge. That's a super major. Super major. Don't forget, by the way, guys, that the most of the super majors only stay inside of the nest, and they are just used as food storage. Same as honeypots after repletes, the super majors are also food tanks. Nice. Can we donate a colony to Tuga ants? Ramaspril, you don't need to worry about that. He has got some. He already got some colonies, but maybe Tuga set up a coffee. Donate a colony to me, little Billy Bug. Yeah, the large ones are basically repletes. True. Okay, let's put them in the background. As you can see, a part of them is already running back to the nest again. It's also because I made I disturbed the nest a little bit, so some of them will go back into the vents. Can you do? I want to show my mom. Sure, Eric. Let's persuade your mom in getting some epic ants. Okay, let's throw every schedule out of the window and start on the other fifth. So, Panera metallica. One of the smaller colonies that we have, smaller ants that we have, but with the most beautiful colors. And as you can see, the colony is booming. It is really, really booming. And they should be happy today because I got new fruit flies. You're welcome, Eric. Panera metallicas. Okay, while you guys are busy with that, I'm gonna grab the drinker because it's empty. It is such a beautiful species. Would you get bull ants if you could? I had them, and sadly they died. But I will get them again, yes. The dangleberries. Corin. The dangleberries are gone, dude. Quite a while already. Okay, fruit fly time, fruit flies. There we go. Let's see if we can get some hunting. Why is my phone... that's better. Not liking my decisions. What's the biggest mistake you made? Probably not watering my Fedoli notice once. A long time ago. They just died. They stopped laying. That's what happened to the dangleberries, sadly. $30 people. Welcome all. Welcome all. Shall we give them a little bit of sugar water? I think they deserve it. And I'm also going to give them a small red runner. Completely chopped up. And there we go. You have a 3D printer to make all your products? I have more than just a 3D printer. Yeah, I don't have any size 2 crickets at the moment, Martin. Damn, I'm always so impressed by these girls. And there's a ton of eggs and larvae. And check out how many workers there are in comparison to when we started. When we started, they have 9 workers, I think. And now there's like 25 running around and a ton of brood. So it's looking good, guys. It is looking good. Okay, let's get to the feeding. Let's start with the oldest colony, or Vagus. Then I still need to give a new barrier. I keep forgetting that. It should be fine, Ebola. Thanks for saying it, though. Antimatter! Rope. Let's see. Okay, they made a little bit of a mess in the outworld, which is fine, but let's check out inside of the nest. So this is Beasley, or Campanodus vagus, our oldest colony. There she is. With some brood. Holy smokes, they're doing really well. That horrible jingle. Which horrible jingle? What is my newest colony? I'll show that soon. Because I got a new one this week as a gift from Mr. Soil Gecko. Have you got a bullet ant colony? I have Texas bullet ants, but they are not considered real full bullet ants, but they sure behave like them. Yeah, first I'm gonna prepare some food for these girls. They also are getting some. I got a ton of dubias. All my ants are getting, or most of them that can actually eat it, are getting dubias today. Also thanks to soil gecko. You're getting Neopanera apicalis tomorrow. They look really cool. I would love to get some more Neopaneras, but I have to watch out what I put on my wish list. God, I have to take my ants on a 7-hour car drive soon. Any tips? Depends where you live. Always forget to not put them in direct sunlight, because then every outworld is a greenhouse. Where do I get my ants from? Mostly Dutch shops. Get honey pots from Lynn yet? No, not yet. No. Put them in a box filled with tissue paper. Yeah, cardboard box and stack them, but most important, keep them out of the sun. Direct sunlight is really bad. Yeah, if you don't tape it shut, you should be fine with ventilation though. Okay, let's grab the next colony. Yum. I would just pack them like you're shipping them. Well, that can be hard, of course, because you can't put them back into tubes really easily. Holy smokes, why are there so goddamn many? It's like an infestation of mites on this. It's going straight into the bin. Let's crush as many as I can. Oh my god. I've not seen this many in a long time. Because I've been giving them other feeders and been cleaning them more, but there is a ton of mites here. Which I also don't want to get onto my other setups. Did I use a wrong word, Mr. Evil Eye? I am very sorry. Holy smokes. Lemon slices. How is it possible that you have mites? It's very hard to keep your setup mite free, especially when you have a ton of feeders in boxes. It's hard to keep them without mites. So yes, this is our 5 Queen Nicobarensis, and they are really going for it. And now I am putting water in a small nest, which I didn't want to do because I want them to move out, but I think that the colony is already at a size that they would like another nest. because look at it. This one is full, and this one is also getting nicely occupied. On the outworld, oh, we got water. Okay, they are not going to leave that smiley tray alone, so I am just going to add some water in there. Well, they were booming, and there was already stuff in the outworld. So yeah, I think we have enough space for another another big smiley. Yeah, but I froze them before, Chuga. This is a new batch that I got this week. So the old ones were already frozen. Yeah, they're gonna explode really fast. Which is really cool. Are you growing mealworms? No, mealworms are mostly fat and not protein. So mealworms are not the best options. Red runners, crickets, and dubias are a way better feeder. No, when you freeze them, there's no mites. The mites die. But some of my ants don't like pre-killed food. Like the harps, like the philosas. But then again, don't forget, these are grain mites. Grain mites are not dangerous for your ants. They don't look pretty, but they're not dangerous for your ants. It's a big difference. So, Campenodus nicobransus, our 5-queen colony. I think that's the boss over there. What do you think? Is that the boss? She looks like a boss. Find the other ones. There's one. Is she a boss? It's so hard to spot them nowadays. Oh, there's one over there. And there's one over there. Holy crow. Will you split the queen and workers like Tetramorm by Carinatum in the future? No, because you cannot compare these to Bicarinatum. Because these are not inbreeding. So this is a 5-queen colony which is polygynous. Hey, Sunny. Okay, on to next. By the way, there is a debate on how polygynous they really are, but For now, we're enjoying each other. Well, Jubes, it depends on what they need. Because protein is for the brood and sugar is for themselves. Okay, guys, let's get the harps. My last year's colony isn't moving out of the test tube with black mold, but that is last year's. That's you're describing last year's in one sentence. You can't force them. It's last year's. They do what they want, not what you want. Yeah, especially Niger. Okay, check this out. Ooh, they are having a party in there. Look at the amount of red runners. Do they need live food? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ebola. Send me a DM in Discord, I'll read it. Do they need live food? Well, the thing is, the trick that Hapagnathus venator and some other species like Filosa use is that these ants or these red runners that are here are not dead. You can see it's still moving. They are not dead. They are stung and they are incapacitated, but they're not dead. So these ants can keep that prey alive for several days. They just sting it, and then when they come back to life a little bit, they just sting it again and sting it again until they are needed. If you put a dead insect in there, they will drag it into the nest. But they will, if they are not using it, they will be dragging it out in a couple of days. Well, sometimes even a couple of hours, depending on how long they're already dead. So, is it a good idea to give them pre-killed food? Well, you can, but be sure to not leave them in the outworld for too long, and be sure to feed them a lot. And with this, how I am doing it, giving them live red runners in the outworld, there's always food. So I can leave this colony for a long time. Yes, the nest will run a little bit dry, but there's a huge water tower in the outworld. They can get water if needed. Well, Ebola, if you don't give them any pre-killed food, they will take it because they have to survive. But they prefer live prey. So, we got new red runners in the outworld. Focus. And there we go. And they can go hunting when they want to. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate the outworld as well. Whee. No problem, Luca. Antimatter. Black molds are fine too. Yeah, most black molds are not bad. Are grain mites bad for people? No. No, they are not. Still one of the coolest species around. I know that Lynn normally listens to this a little bit later. Lynn, I got some princes that I separated from the colony. If you want them, let me know. So these are princes, but I took them out before they got killed. Okay, on to the next. Oh, did you see it? I saw it. Come on, focus your camera. Got some action, guys. Up your girls to 6 crickets a day. Damn! Well, that's done. Drag it in, girls. There's another one in the nest as well that just got stung again. It's just such an epic species. As I said many times before, if this colony dies, I'll buy a new one tomorrow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses ready. Are they hard to keep? No, not really. The only thing is what we just discussed, that it's good to have live prey for them, and that's sometimes annoying for other people. Pink, 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 pink. Do you ship to the US? Yes. Yes, I ship. Yes. Thecraftingant.com. I am. Diversa? No, I only sell setups, no ants. Only setups. Damn, she's doing good. Okay, I'm gonna prepare some food while you look at the bunch. I have to disagree, Tuga. The most underrated is still Lasius flavus. Do you ever plan to open an online store in the US like EA? Maybe someday, but to be honest, with your current government, it is not it's not a good idea. So yeah. Isn't Lasius flavus pretty inactive in the outworld? That's the thing. Lasius flavus is in nature. You don't see them; they're underground. But my Lasius flavus are always active in the outworld, and I'll show you in about half an hour probably, because they're in the other vivarium. But they are always active. So they made their own portal in the door. They got some food. One is already drinking. Nice. You gotta have a Niger. Hey, some of the ants are making a trail back home. So, there have been some changes. Last week, I shipped the Mesobarbarus in the test tube. I shipped the Camponotus nicobarensis and a split off of the Tetramorium to our friend Tuga Ants. And I had a denticulata. But this denticulata I gave to our friend Soil Gecko. He's been helping me a lot, and he had some bad luck with buying a denticulata. It was promised, and then it went bad, and yeah, he was here last Wednesday helping me out, and as a gift, I gave him the denticulata queen. So hopefully everything goes well. We are going to get updates on him, so that's cool. Okay, let's check what we have here, because I got something from him as well. Caps is not necessary. I do not sell ants. I sell setups. So we have a winged queen, but she is laying. Let's see if they are already moving a little bit to the other tube as well. No, there are some workers there, but how much the species? It differs so much. It differs on the season. It differs on the availability with other shops. So prices are really um, hard to give. And then again, I am not a seller. Is it possible to adopt new queens to last year's Niger colony? Um, it's hard. I've heard somebody saying that he managed to do it, but is it worth it? That's the question. Yeah, last Niger are normally a few pounds. Same in the Netherlands, and you can find them now. This is the season when they're flying, so. Some people try tricks with dropping temperature in the whole nest, so they all slow down, and then you add them in the tube inside the nest so that the pheromones start mixing, and there's all kinds of tricks on it, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Pull it down is very difficult. Yeah. Did you buy the ants or find them? Um, I found a couple, but most of them are bought. Because I live in the Netherlands and we don't have a very wide variety of ants. But this colony that you're looking at right now is a caught colony by the soil gecko that he gave to me. What is your favorite American ant? Texas bullet ants, Neopanera filosa, and I have a big colony of them. I have 10 lashes Niger queens, but I don't have any idea what to do with them. Yeah, for me it's lashes Nigers and lashes flavus, and that's the only thing that's flying here. Yeah, you can give them to starter keepers. I know that Aesthetic Ants is sometimes buying them. I'm not sure if he's doing it right now, but he sometimes buys them and you get the tubes back. You can try sell them on local marketplace. I have a red runner here that's completely cut up and it's going everywhere still. So, Tetramorium by Carinatum, always a challenge. There we go. Let's check out the brood. Oh, nice. I'd say it's a healthy colony. Queen there in the back. And another queen next to it. And another queen over there. I count at least 3 queens. 4 queens. Well, this is Tetramorium by Carinatum. So they are polygynous. They are inbreeding. So yeah. But this is the small colony. We have a way bigger colony coming a little bit later in the stream. So, should I add something to this stacker? I think I should. Guys, some of you know it. Some of you don't. Guess the species. I'm gonna drink something. Yes, Amata. We have a queen. Well, I have her for a couple of months already. And the funny thing is, she doesn't want to live in the tube. So she's living in the connector. But she's not alone. You see that in the back? That's a cocoon. And that cocoon is already 2 weeks old. Look at those spikes. Come on, turn around. By the way, guys, if you have eyes on a new Android phone, let me know. My phone is not really doing well. and I'm looking at a new phone. And I was thinking of the Xiaomi 15 because it has a macro lens. And please don't say iPhone. Please don't. No, black mold is not bad for your lashes, Niger Colony. Well, it's not deadly or something. Which one do you have now? I now have a OnePlus Nord 2, which I'm really happy with, but it's overheating, and the battery has it's not lasting a day. Where did you buy the Armata? Where did I buy the Armata? Oh, yeah, I remember. I took a gamble, and I bought them from Ant & Co. So they came from France. Does it bite you when it grabs? It will try and bite you. Yeah, it will defend its offspring. Is she a really angry ant? No, not really. Does Armata weave a lot? Yes, but they are arboreal. So they weave nest at a bottom of trees and a little bit up, but not like green weavers in the top. Ebola with last year's Niger, it is almost impossible to keep black mold out. They're known for it, so yeah. Black mold is okay for most species. You have to worry about the yellow molds. The Oppo phone is good. Which model? Yeah, the Amata is something else. So she's, of course, is going to get a new setup as well. It's going to be another iteration of the Weaver setup, so... Okay, I'll ask Tante. So, Polyrachus Amata. She was on the wish list for a long time, and yeah, here she is. My Chromatogaster Sarasi has yellow mold, but I don't have any good tubes or nest right now. Well, yellow mold is something that you might be concerned about, yeah. How many ants do I have? Around 30 colonies, 20 species at the moment. I need to revisit my list. Trail time. Not yet, Ebola, not yet. Work in progress. Okay, are you guys ready for a humongous colony? I'm still debating on what I should do to upgrade them, but I really need to do something really fast because that's a tree full of ants, and there's ants and ants and ants. That's the trash pile. But look at how many ants there are now. Bij Damespril. They are just insane at the moment. And there's still brood coming. Well, that's the question. They were sold to me as Camponotus irritans. And then I had a couple of people saying to me, these are not irritans. The problem is that from that region, there are a couple of Camponotus species that look very much alike. So at the moment, we are just calling them Camponotus sp. How do you make the ground in the arena? Is it loose sand or plaster? It is plaster with sand on top of it. And you can actually see it in a couple of my videos. You can watch the Diversa videos where I do it, but also this one. And this one is called Rita and the Irritators. Can you give me some tips on growing Messebarbarus, I guess? Yes, I can, because I posted a care guide last week. So my tips would be watch the care guide. So, time for a sugar response. Do you have trap jaws? At the moment, I don't. I had them for a while. It was a borrowed colony. So, yeah. What are all the foods you can give ants? Not like 4 or 5? Like queens? I don't understand your question. Okay, while they are busy, I'm gonna try and grab some junk out of their trash pile. Because that is a lot of trash out there. Few ants there. I don't understand why some of the ants are so pissed when I'm cleaning out their outworld. Leave me alone. Looks like Rita. Yeah. I did a couple of upgrades last week, and Rita and the Diversas are still on the list. They still need some work. Ooh, let me tell me like some foods you can give the queens. Red runners, dubias, fruit flies, stuff like that. But always check out if your queens are claustral or semi-claustral. Okay, I am going to prepare a dubia for them as well. Let's see how they react to this. The response to sugar is just so... Hello, Coin Flip, what's up? Yeah, the smiley tray is somewhere in there, but you can see the response to sugar is way more than the response to protein. And look at the blown up gas dust everywhere now. Some Traflex is going on there in the middle by the rock. Just look at the Traflexes over there. Several ants sharing. It's a bearded tray. It's a Tuga tray. Okay, guys. Is it time to do the leaf cutters? So, the leaf cutters are doing something weird. So, let's go for a walk. And we start at one of the trash pods, which is filling up nicely again. Then we have our main fungus pod with new brood. And yeah, looking okay-ish. And then we have two very sad looking fungus pods. But crafting, aren't you worried? No, I'm not worried. Brood in the pipes, brood in the pipes, brood in the pipes, brood in the pipes. Okay, let's go outside of the VIF. How many ants are in there? The total colony estimated at 10, 15,000. Fungus, 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 fungus. Fungus, 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 fungus. Yeah. Fungus, 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 fungus. Yeah. Leaves. And what do you think of some fungus, 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 fungus? And then, yes. This is an outworld. And they are starting to fill it up with fungus. There are a couple of ventilation tubes, Ebola. There's ventilation in that corner. There's ventilation over there. There's ventilation over there. There's ventilation over there. I mean, there's ventilation. Right there. They're right there. It's just them. These guys. These buggers. Running around with rose petals. And the white stuff is cucumber. Cool down the room more. Are you gonna pay my electricity bill? They're in the setup. They're not going anywhere. The queen pod is still full. To be honest, I'm not worried. I'm just gonna let them be. When the temperatures start dropping, they'll move back to the pods. If there was no fungus in the pipes, and then the pods would be empty, I would be worried. But now, I'm just gonna let them be. Am I gonna change something on the outworlds? Yes. But that's a secret. Okay. I need to make some space because I want to look at something epic that I haven't checked all week. So we're gonna do a shovel because first I got to put the diverser away. But to do that, I need to make some room because else I cannot get the diverser back into the cabinet. So I know it's a bit crooked, but here are some Lundies to look at. So, moving the camera. Oh, come on. So you can watch the Lundies again. And now I'm gonna grab one of, well, it's a setup that I'm proud of. And it's been working pretty good, but I need it to work a little bit more. So, without further ado, the Weaver setup. And they are active. There's one over there, there's one over there, there's a couple over there on the drinking plate. But most important, there on the leaves. Because this is where they actually live, inside the tube. And there they are. Guarding their entrance. So, I am going to add a new tube this week. Because the other tube is almost running out of water. So it's needed. But shall we look inside of the tube? Because we gave them a lot of protein this week. Whoa. You can see some carcasses over there. And a nice... That's cool. There's no more dangleberries. So that is looking nice. They have been weaving a little bit, but not a lot. So I hope that they will start weaving a little bit more. They died. It was one of the oldest colonies that we had, so it's not weird. Are they taking sugar or protein? Both. Both. And that's the cool thing. This setup is, I'm so happy with it. So I'm gonna prepare some red runners for them. And some sugar water. And then we can see if they respond. Okay. Almost done. So I got 6 red runners. Adding some sugar water. And now the cool part, because yes, it's a large outworld, but it also means that we have a very large lid. And why is that? Well, it's very easy. I want it to be easy to maintain. And you can just reach everything. I'm not gonna take this one out because there's ants on it, but it's really easy to grab all the stuff. So in that corner, we just have a little bit of sugar water. And there we go. Oh, sorry, mate. So, our green weaver setup. And it's just cool to see them protect the nest over there, guarding the entrance. Thanks for joining. We do it every Sunday. Yeah, I'm really happy with this setup, and I hope they're gonna do some exciting stuff soon. But we will never know until it happens. By the way, Myrmecology, I am now getting my favorite American ant. If you still want to see them, I'm grabbing them right now. There we go. And the girls are making a mess. And that's why there is a lot of condensation on the window, which I really don't like, but I need to make a solution for that. First off, let's distract them. Sorry, bud, you're in the way. And now, hopefully, I can take some of the trash out without too many boogers around. That is a nice scoop. Yeah. Oh, we got one that was inside of the trash pile. Whoop. What are the orange liquid bubbles on my Acromyrmex aspinosis colony fungus? Orange bubbles, orange liquid bubbles. Luca, the best thing for that is just to ask it inside of the Discord, because then you can add a picture. Because I am not quite sure what you mean. What store did you get those from? Well, the setup is the crafting ant, and this was a gift from the ant merchant when I reached 1,000 subscribers. It's been a while, but yeah, no, I got them from the ant merchant. But I haven't seen them for sale a lot lately, and it's such an epic species. Neopanera phalosa, Texas bullet ants, or hairy panther ants. Look, they're running around with a bubble. Is that an XL scoop? Yes, it is. I need a replacement. Mine broke, remember? Yep. Tell me with the next order, Mr. Ebola, and we will fix that. Yes, they are really cool, Orca. Okay, let's check out if we still have some cigars left. Meow, 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 meow. Ah, we got a few. Oh, we got a few more. Yeah, it's difficult to find those philosas. Very true. I am so happy with this colony. So I have agreement with Stein. I am never allowed to sell these girls. Then I have to give them back. Well, I'm sorry to say, Stein, it's not gonna happen. Hey, Ants Live. Dang, again, your light setup makes me envious. The color you can get are epic. How much red runners a week do you give? A scoop. Sorry, I'm not really counting. I don't know. It really depends on. I just look inside the nest. If there's no red runners in the nest, I give them more. If there are still red runners in the nest, I give them less. When do you get your new LC colony? I won't. Because I have them. And the thing is, we are getting a colony from Ilias, but it's not going to end up in my ant room. It's going to soil gecko. So at the exhibition at the end of the year, there will be a leaf cutter setup with leaf cutters in it, but it's not going to be my leaf cutters. Will there be a video about them? Probably yes. So, and it is probably going to be Ata Mexicana. Okay. We got. Did I already have them? Yes, we have leaf cutters right there. Just a few of them. So, um, these girls only take live prey, so I am going to give them red runners, live red runners. They will be hunted down, they will be stung and bitten. If you don't like that kind of content, this is the time to leave. Okay, there we go. So these are tiny ones. Some of them can swim, apparently. You just missed the weavers. They are doing really well. A few are already getting stung. Damn, see that grip? Oh. Check the bite. The red runner, it's already bodily fluids coming out just by biting the red runner. Damn. Okay. Let's put these girls a little bit in the background. And then we can start feeding because we still have quite a few to go and it's already 1 hour and 22 minutes. Damn. Okay, let's do this side first. Let's look at the underrated ant species. Why are they fighting? The ants are trying to get their food ready. Lasius flavus. As you can see, running around, doing their thing. Check out the outworld. It's the first time in a long time that I don't see a lot in the outworld, to be honest. You always have to check out when you're cleaning them because a lot of times they're hiding inside of the carcasses, which is just funny. Hey, Sadie! Sadie, you're just in time. Next colony. Queen Sadie. Colony at the moment. The most underrated ant species. How hard is it to make your products? Well, it takes a lot of time. Meow. Oh. Nice. Nice and healthy colony. Yeah, eggs, larvae, cocoons. But you can say that they're not active, but what's that then? It's a bit harder to see with the orange, but they're everywhere. Such a cute species. Okay. On to the next. Queen Sadie. Thank you. Well, Sadie, you have been busy because you moved from this nest to this one. But why are you leaving all the brood in the outworld again? Yeah, you really need to get Campanette's granddaughters because they're lovely. And they put this shit everywhere. Yeah. So it's a nice combination because first they didn't want to leave this outworld, so I just connected a medium in between. And I was like, okay, we got the small one, but we got the medium. So now we got a small, medium, small outworld setup thingy. You know? So a small, medium, small. You gotta love your modular. But they are clean. Yeah, sometimes. Nah, they're good. They're better than the Nikos, cleaning wise. So yeah, they are pretty happy in their new medium nest. As you can see. Yeah, they always do that. They have to brood in here, but they take the cocoons out. And you can make a little gradient by watering this side and at the other side, but yeah, I don't. Speaking of TCA, briefly tell the world best way to clean a TCA setup. Warm water and vinegar. Very easy. Okay. Gotcha. They are also getting a dubia. Maybe even two. Let's see what we can fit in the bowl. There we go. Dubia and sugar water. How will they respond? They got embarrassed about having brood in the outworld. Every time I move the setup, they move the brood to the nest or the double drinker. And as soon as you put it on the shelf, a few minutes later, they're back. But they're now bringing it to the other outworld as well. No clue. Talking of Coca-Cola, I'm quickly gonna grab a drink. And I'm back. Did you guys behave? The Coke. Yeah, it's made by Soyo Gecko, and the recipe is on the Crafting and Discord. Okay. On to the next. Now I'm going to show you something cool. Because what do you do when you have a setup that you want to test? Well, you put a very annoying species in there and you see what happens. The new cork inserts tested by Scudularis. And they seem to like it. Are they tunneling? Yes. You can see there. Well, there's even one in there, but there's one over there, and there's one over there. They're making holes everywhere. Here as well, over there. But in general, they seem to like it. There's a bunch of dead workers there, but in general, they seem to like it. The queen is right there. Look at the amount of eggs around her. It keeps them busy. Yeah. And the thing is, the acrylic and the printed parts, it is fully closed off. There's nowhere for them to go. So chew away. And yeah, this is also testing them if it is suitable for like campanolas and stuff like that. And yes, it should be. What are they doing with the cork pieces? Well, it's hard for you to see maybe, but you can see that there's like a pile in the corner there. But they also bring it into the outworld. So they also drag it outside. They are not building a castle with it, or I was a little bit afraid that they would start sticking it in the double drinker. Have they been testing the barrier less while distracted by the cork digging? To be honest, yes. But I also put a really thick talcum powder layer. But I would say that they have been trying less. That's actually a good point, Sadie. That's a good point. So, they all got some food already. They're still working on the sugar water. Let's give them some more. Yeah, and I got the question like, why did you put them, give them that nest? Well, because they are destroyers. They are the best testers at the moment. Because if I put a Nicobarensis in it, for say, Nicobarensis are also destroyers, but not with the same speed as the Scuds. No, they're not using it to build, because I was afraid that they would do that inside of the double drinker, but they're not. Well, Ants alive, I'll be honest, it is one of my least favorite species. But for a nest builder, it is one of the best species. Do you know of any Chromatogaster species that are less escape prone than Scutularis? As far as I know, Scutularis are the worst, and the other one are less prone to escape. But don't forget, it is a species, well, a group that lives in wood and is prone to chew, and they are small. So yeah. You know how I feel? No issues that the species in the very litigious wood, so good to see. Yeah, it's the same insert as the wood, so we know that the rest works. Hey, Ant-Man, what's up? Okay, let's grab the Messer Barbarus. TC Ants. TC Ants. That's a cool name. What does it stand for? You're lightning. Cool. They have been busy with the water. Still a little bit there, though. So, Transfer City Ants. Cool. USA, I think. Seed storage in the old nest. Brood storage in the new nest. Damn. USA, Michigan. Well, welcome. I am the crafting ant, also known as TCA. That's why I was asking. Funny. And but I'm from the Netherlands, so Europe. And if you might ask, yes, we ship worldwide. So, Messer Barbarus, looking healthy as ever. I do want to try another mix of seed to see if we can get them growing a little bit more. Because they have a ton of seeds, but I don't see a lot of ant bread. So it might be good to change up the seeds a little bit, just to see what happens. And of course, still a lot of poop. Grass seeds work, yes, I know. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Linseeds, yeah, well, we got chia seeds and we got hemp seeds in there. How old is this colony? About a year. Victor, about a year. Maybe you need to give them a new outworld. Yeah, I'm debating that. Nah, I kind of need to. I know. So I'm probably going to give them a medium outworld here. because I need to change my vivarium a little bit. Keep the watermelon seeds. But I'm not sure about the pesticides in the watermelon, to be honest. I need to check that. But it's an idea. That's an idea. Okay, on to the next. Let's grab the tetranators. And the tetranators also need a change because there are a lot of dead workers in the outworld and they are struggling again with the water. So, yeah. We still have a nice big colony that is doing great. Just see how black of ants it is in there. But they are messing around again with the drinkers, and I just want to be able to add a large drinker. But then I need to put a bigger outworld over there. Oh, and I now see that the barrier is gone. Buggers. So, that's this is Tetramorium bicarinatum. So it is a polygynous inbreeding ant species. How do you even feed them? I mean, 1,000 workers. Well, by putting stuff in their outworld. But they are getting about one big dubia a day now. A forever ant, yeah. What more ant species do you have? We have about 20 species and about 30 colonies at the moment. Yeah, I need to put them on the list because this is not workable anymore. So, what do I still have to do? Diversa, irritants. So, we have a bit of work. Diversa, irritants, barbarous as well, tetras. I had a Paludula for a little bit, but I didn't really like them. Do you have Carabera diversa? Yes. You should go to the start of the stream because they've been in the first hour of the stream. I can show them in a little bit when I'm done with the other ones. I always just love it how they make the circle around the sugar water. Thanks for joining, Luca. Oh, hope to see you again next week. Ate them both. Send each. To be honest, the gold is an annoying material to print. Okay, let's see. What do we start to do? Manica rubida, Pseudocolobopsis, and the Monomorium. What's your regime for feeding, or is it just depending on your colony? It does prefer some different things. Yeah, every colony has their own preferences, but it's still, most of it is still protein and sugar. And standard, it's 2 times a week, Wednesday and Sunday. But I have some species that I feed daily, like these ones, like the Diversa. Sometimes I might skip a day, but mostly they get everything a day. Do you have any Atta species? No, we have Aquamyrmex lundi. We have a big Aquamyrmex lundi colony. And how big, you ask? Well, this is a bit of the tube. And I can show you the setup in a second. First I need to do 3 more colonies, and then we'll go to the lundi and Diversa. Pseudocolobopsis. So I'm not sure which one it is, but so Manica rubida challenge. Now, what are we doing? I'd say we're doing pretty good. At the moment, I don't have any Mimosa. No, I had a Mimosa piriformis, but sadly, she passed. Am I getting new ones in the future? Yes, but at the moment, no. So, Manica rubida with some food. Are there still some in the tube? No, they're just using it as a trash pot. So I can take the tube off. I need to film that, so I'm gonna write that down. Which one's better? Myrmica. Oh, any Myrmica? No, I don't have any Myrmica, no. Like Myrmica rubra. No, I don't have any. And this is Manica rubida. Manica. No, I don't have a Myrmica. Nice. Guys, don't forget, Tuga Ants is back. Check out his YouTube. Check out his TikTok. Tuga Ants. He's my brother in ants. I gotta promote the guy. Okay, let's grab the Pseudocolobopsis. And they still haven't moved. So I might be starting to force them use light to help me out a little bit, because they are still in the queen tube room. Whoa! We got some brood, people. Queens, show yourself. There she is, in the back. Wow. Because why did I want them to move, by the way? It's completely dry. Insert Dutch water. This is Belgium water. But no, the double drinker is whoop. That's Dutch water. I really like their color. Okay. Let's grab the Monomorium. Do you have any Fedoli? No. Why are all the Monomorium in the freaking outworld? Brood everything in the outworld. Why? Probably. The Monomorium moved before. Aren't these my favorite ants? You know me so well, Tuga. More moisture, probably. There's still some water in the drinker, but let's give him a new one. Well, let's see if we can get them happy with some water. They're always so damn messy with all their drinkers and plates, and yeah, I'm just gonna put some sugar in the same plate. Ford, I have one 500 Mesoborus. I don't know what you mean with that, to be honest. It is gonna rain. Some fruit over there. Well, to be honest, this was a good colony when it arrived. It was a big tube full of ants and queens. Sometimes you even see the queens running around. There should be around 30 of them, so. Yeah, from Russia. I don't know English, but I love ants. Well, welcome anyway. Sorry, my friend, I don't speak any Russian. Okay, so I am going to put you guys back to these ones. Then I'll show you the Lundy real quick and the Diversa, and then we are done for today. A 2-hour stream, damn. Okay, so my leaf cutters are main fungus pod, and these pods used to be full, but at the moment there is a ton of brood in the piping. And yes, we have quite a bit of piping. So as you can see, brood, 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 and more brood. Then we have piping, piping, piping. Then we have brood, 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 and then we have more, well, brood. I'm saying brood, fungus, fungus, fungus. And we even have a ton of fungus in the outworld. So, yeah. And then we got the question about the Carabera diversa. Well, they are right here. You can still see a bit of a trail. There's a food over there in a smiley tray. It's a wall of fungus, yeah. And we have 2 nests over there that are full that will need an expansion very soon. And I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Because I don't have any space left. So, that's a question for another day. Now it's Acromomax lundi, nicknamed the gardeners. So they are not polymorphic. They are monogyne, but they are very easy to keep. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip the camera around. Boop. Whoa. So, exactly 2 hours and 1 minute. Damn. I would like to thank you all, of course, for joining again. It's always fun. It's a fun Sunday evening. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. That I could give you guys all the answers that you needed. Don't forget to check out Tuga Ant's channel. He he can use some views and some subs and some love. So again, thank you all. I will be trying to do some more nest updates this week, some setup updates, and I hope that I can show you some cool stuff next week. But yeah, that's it for now. So thank you all, and I'll see you next time at the crafting end.